Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful turban. I call it the loop knotted turban. If you are new to my channel or you're yet to subscribe, please click on the subscribe button, tap the bell icon and select the options to receive all notifications so you don't miss out on any of my tutorials. Now for this project I'm using two different types and colors of fabric. You can use any fabric of choice. These two fabrics are stretchy. The yellow one is called velvet and the black one is called raw silk. I'll also be using wadding. This is the not too thick one. Now the first step is to cut out two pieces of fabric and the measurement is 28 inches by 14 inches. This is for the body of the turban. I have two pieces of fabric cut out. One is for the outer body of the turban and the second one is for the lining. If you don't want to line your turban, you can just cut out one piece of fabric for this part. Okay, so I have two pieces cut out and the next piece of fabric I have is for the band. This measurement is for an head circumference of 22 inches. I added 1.5 inches same allowance because of the way I did the finishing. Please work with your own head circumference. I have the second fabric cut out using the measurement 27 to 28 inches long by 7.5 inches width. The length depends on your head circumference. Please work out your own measurement. I have my wadding cut out and the measurement is 24 inches by 7.5 inches. You will notice that the length of the wadding is shorter than that of the fabric. So this is for the body of the turban and I'm going to fold it into two. I'm going to fold it into two and notch to get the midpoint. Then I have the band also. I folded it into two to get the midpoint on both sides like this. I'm going to fold the band into two with the wrong side of the fabric facing up. I'll fold it into two and place it this way, okay, just for me to join it to the body of the turban. You will notice that the band is shorter than the body of the turban width-wise. Yes, I explained the reason in my previous video. You can just watch out my other videos to get more understanding of why this is so. So I used my office pin to hold it down for the meantime and I took it to my sewing machine and I've secured them together using a straight stitch. Before then, I folded each end of the band in by half an inch and so before I joined the band to the body of the turban. You know, the fabric has a fraying edge and we cannot leave it that way. If you're going to be using a weaving machine for the rough edges of your turban, you can actually skip that part. Okay, in my own case I'm not going to be weaving the rough edges. I'll be lining it, you understand? I'll be lining the turban, so that is why I did the band that way. Now I have the second piece of fabric placed on the body of the turban, which I'm going to use to line it. So I'm going to sew that way, this way, this way, this way, and leave an opening somewhere on the body of the turban. Leave an opening of about 2 inches through which we're going to turn the right side of the turban out. Okay, this is exactly what I was doing here. After turning out the right side of the body of the turban out, the opening you left earlier should be closed. Okay, so I am going to keep that aside and work with the second fabric. This is the wrong side of the fabric facing up. I'm going to place my wadding on it this way. Make sure that the wadding is not as long as the fabric itself. Okay, so I'm going to just flip it over like that, fold it into two this way. Okay, and I'm going to sew from one end to the other end using a straight stitch. I've done that now and I'm going to just turn the right side of this fabric out. Having done that, I'm going to make sure that I bring the seam to the middle. That's the sewn part. I'm going to bring it to the middle, not on the side. Okay, and I have the body of the turban folded into two this way. Okay, I fold it into two this way. And I'm going to leave the band area. Can you see? I folded it into two, and I'm going to start sewing from the part I'm touching right now down like that up to this point. I'll be leaving an opening there. Okay, I'll be leaving an opening of about 3 inches. Look at it, I'm sewing from the part I'm touching. I'm leaving the band area. I'm not going to sew the band together for now. I'll just sew from that point to this point, and this is what I have. Now I am trying to get the center front of the turban, and that's why we have that opening. I'm going to fix the second piece of fabric into it this way. Okay, I'll just fix it like that. It forms something like a loop for us. Okay, and I'm going to tie a knot right there. Okay, I tie a knot. Make sure that after tying a knot, the sewn part faces the body of the turban. It shouldn't be visible. I folded it into two to make sure that the knotted part falls on the center of the fabric. Now I'm going to place each end of the knotted piece of fabric on the band area, and I'm going to sew. Okay, I'm going to sew. I'll just fold in the end by 1/2 inch, okay, before I attach it to the band. And before then, I also pleated that part because it's wider. It's actually wider than the band area, so I just pleated. I just formed like 2 pleats right there to make it smaller and fit into that space. I hope you understand. So I folded it in and I pleated, and I attached it to the band area. Okay guys, as you can see, I've attached the knotted part to the body of the turban, to the band area exactly, and I'm going to flip it inside out. Okay, I'm just going to flip the wrong side out and fold it into two this way and sew. Make sure when you're sewing away from the first stitch where we joined the knotted part to the band. You need to sew away from that so it doesn't show from the outside. I hope you understand. So the next step, which is the final step, is to sew loose stitches on the back part of the turban. Okay, I'll just sew the stitches from that end to this end, not to the band area, just from this point to the other point like this. I pulled the thread to form gathers, and I took the thread through multiple times to secure that part of the turban. It is actually required so that it doesn't cut off later. And so we're done with this project. I would really love to see yours. Would you like to try this out? Please try it out and post pictures on our Facebook group at Dolly B Crafties Online Hub. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Share this video with others, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.